2Trade Asia. Trade Asia is really, we are making it like accessible, the trading now. So we have a very big surprise to all of you. And we are actually, you are one of the lucky ones that you are here because
Nice.
you're gonna witness the good, this new platform that we have right now. So thank you for everyone. And I hope you enjoy the event and you learn more.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Christine. All right. Ako, a sharing from one of our virtual participants, si Sir Ivan. Sabi niya kanina, financial freedom for me is about keeping your lifestyle after we retire. Yun. Nice. Thank you for sharing, Sir Ivan. Sa mga virtual participants natin, we have about 42. Feel free to chat lang, guys, if you have anything to share. Kung gusto niyo magpa-shout out, no problem din yan. Okay? So let's not waste time, guys. Let's proceed to our next topic this morning. From the founder of Wise Investors PH, we'll be talking about strategies in building wealth through REITs, none other than Sir John Penetrante.
So magandang umaga, everyone. Yan. Thank you so much for coming in here on this venue, no? So given na Saturday time nyo na sana, you spend it with us learning through financial freedom. So may I ask, who among you here are from Luzon? May lumipad ba coming outside Luzon? I think mga taga-Calamba, Laguna, right? No? All right. Also, can I have also raise of hands for those who are watching online who are Cebu? Please type number 8. For Davao, please type number 10 so we would know how many are they. Yan. So are you all excited to learn today? Because I'm also excited because this topic is very, very close to heart. No? Kasi kung titingnan mo, this topic, wala pa masyado na nagtuturo about this one. And at the same time, no, maganda yung ino-offer niya kasi 2 years pa lang siya sa Philippines market. Correct? All right, so are you excited? Raise your hands. All right, so let's start the topic today. All right, so I want you guys to go to Mentimeter. I want you guys to, before we start, I want to be interactive as much as possible. Especially who are watching on Zoom, please go to mentimeter.com. All right, and on your screen, please type the number on the. Let's wait for the. Yeah, let's wait for our technical to do it. Okay, yeah. Okay, there. Yeah. All right. So share it. Okay, you can see there that this is a 5594756. Go to menti.com. So who has cell phones there? Yeah, let's be interactive today because I want to know you guys as well. Go to menti.com and use the code 5594756. So while they're connecting, I would like to ask our audience. So who among here meron ng REITs? Raise your hand. Ayan. So, sige. Tingnan ha, again, menti.com 5594756. Anong nasa REIT portfolio mo?
RCR.
How about you, sir? MREIT and CREIT. How about you? How about you, Sir Chase? MREIT at the moment. Very nice, very nice. All right. So we have here, okay, so I want you guys to feel good for today. And I want you guys to describe one word, describe your day. So on your screen, may mga they feel good. A lot of you feel good. The larger the word, no, ito yung mas trending for today. Yan. So yan. All right. So everybody, I think everyone is actually excited for today because a lot are topics. So very siya, interactive. So let's proceed with our topic. Please proceed to my presentation, annotation. Yan. Yan. Oh, Casey, you do mind? Same? Yan. All right. Okay. So let's proceed with the topic. So magta-transition tayo to that so to get to know you more. Okay. There. Sa taas. PDF. Sa taas lang. Yan. Presentation. Galing ng tech ko. Okay. Thank you, Casey. So before we start, I would like to thank again our sponsors for today. No? Not this one. This is the Q&A. The PDF file. Escape. Yan. Here. This one. Yun. Yan. Okay. Masanay ka na, Casey. Okay. Okay. All right. So again, guys, my name is John Beneta. I'm the founder of Vice Investor PH. I would like to give thanks again, no, because if it's not for Sir Lloyd, I would not have standing you today because he pushed me to be to stand to teach as well. Kasi nakakaano din, to really speak in front of everyone. So can you give appreciation to Sir Lloyd Bazar? And at the same time, who's with him at the side, this event will not be possible if not from 2Trade Asia as well. So I would like to give thanks again to and appreciate all our sponsors. So guys, like you, I'm also an employee today. Okay, I work in GSP as a work natin dyan? Medrep. Okay? I also as a in Cebu, wherein I work in the largest hospital, which is Chonghua. No? Doon yung area ko. So I speak with doctors, I pag-usap ako. No? And MWF, I also teach on my page. So live trading, no? I also give my insights. So there. And also, I'm a day trader. I'm a scalper. I do, but it's time consuming. No? Sino dito hamong yung nag-trade tapos when you trade as well, talagang tutok ka sa screen. Tapos pag nakita mo bumabagsak, di ka napapakiligan na, di ba? Ganyan tayo, no? So mga ganun. So I don't like that kind of lifestyle. And that's why I made this presentation. I want you guys to be stress-free in trading and even in investing. Would you agree? Di ba? So of course, at the same time, with my experience starting with Philippine Stock Exchange, I was also exposed to the different markets, Forex, crypto, US market, and I love, different markets because you can diversify. No? And who among you here are gamers? Okay, I'm also a gamer. That's what I love. No? Yun yung pastime ko. Pero since ang dami nang ginagawa, wala na makapaglaro. Who among you here nakabili ka ng bagong game pero hindi mo nilaro dahil sobrang busy mo na? Di ba? Alright. Ang dami nakaka-relate. Alright, so I would like to give thanks again to our sponsors on your screen. Guys, no? And my presentations, my goal for this presentation is investors will understand what is REITs. All right. And second, the advantage of having a REIT in your portfolio. Third is step to check good and undervalued REITs. All right. And last but not least, how can you be creative, with your portfolio having a REIT in there? How would you take advantage on that dividends? On that capital appreciation. And that's my goal. I hope and pray for today, nag-pastor na, I hope and pray today, maintindihan nyo yung topic ko. Alright, so please be focused on the next 30 minutes for this presentation. Again, disclaimer, this presentation will be educational only. Alright, anything that you invest in the market that you are in right now is your responsible. And your responsibility there. Okay? Alright, so poll number 2, let's go back to menti.com. Just I would like to ask everyone, what is just ano lang, tama dyan? Ano mo lang yan, bro? Yan, okay. Poll number 2. Okay. I would like to ask, do you have a REIT in your portfolio? Even on speaking in Zoom session. Yan, on Zoom session. Do you have a REIT in your portfolio? There are answers there. Who has answered? There are 5, there are 2, there are 4, and increasing. They have REITs in their portfolio. Yan, they have, no? Very good. Yan. So they have 5, they have 8, and planning pa ang isa. O ito, dapat ma-convert ko to, itong planning na yan, ha? Pag hindi ko na-convert yan, meaning I failed this presentation. Okay? Okay. Alright? Ha? May note din, wala pa. Ito pa, ito dami pala, no? Dami ko kailangan ma-convert this presentation. Okay, sige, let's see. I'll give you 10 seconds. 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so please hold up to my presentation again. So, sorry, Casey. 9 times mo lang naman gagawin yan. Don't worry. Okay? Yan. We'll go there. Annotation. Yan. So there are 9. Half of the attendees live in Zoom does not have REIT in their portfolio. Okay? All right. So what is a REIT? REIT is like a collective investment scheme. It's like a mutual fund. But it focused on businesses that in real estate. So anong pinagkaiba nito na mag-i-invest ako sa CLI? Pareho lang sa real estate. Okay? I'll answer that later. All right. The goal of the REIT is to publicly open a portfolio wherein the shareholders purchase and operate income generating real assets like shopping malls, all right, offices, office building. It can be hotels or industrial parks, or in the Philippines we have what? Green energy. Okay. And the good thing about REITs compared to other dividends, by law, they are required 90% of their income distributed back to their investors. Guys, that's a very huge. So meaning, if Sir Chase open 2Trade Lepanto building and share his yung kita niya na 90 million a month, is spread sa atin. Gusto niyo ba yun? Okay. Okay. Is spread niya because it's required by law that 90% of rental income is distributed back to its shareholders through dividends if they have net distributable income. Okay? And one thing about REIT is you can earn passive by 5 to 8% yield and enjoy capital appreciation. So dalawa siya. Like yung share ni Sir Lloyd kanina, it has GMA, no, na may taas ng dividend 12. And at the same time, it can also like a stock that is volatile and up and down. All right? So I will also present later that advantage of having it compared to a common stock that gives dividends. Okay? So this is just a simple illustration of how REIT works. A company opens a REIT and offer to investors once the goal is for expansion to buy more real estate and to produce more properties that the company will manage the real estate for us. Okay? And rentals and expand it. And over 90% of their net distributable income will go back to investors. Gusto niyo ba yon? Maging owner kayo ng Ayala Building, Ayala Premier, no? Mega World sa Iloilo, di ba? Ganon, di ba? So once they open their buildings to us, we're actually owners of that. Okay? And that's the good thing about REITs. So just like in the Philippine Stock Exchange, we have Ayala Land, Vista Land, no? Philinvest, no? Ang dami. We have like 6 so far. No? Later, papakita ko pa. And this is just the law that says that these investors need to distribute 90%. It's RA 9856. So it's really, they're required by law to really give it back to investors. Okay? So let's proceed. So what's the difference between a physical property and a REIT? Ba't ang labo nito? Okay. I will just first it's the public property, physical property is liquid, sabi ni Sir Chase kanina. All right? The good thing about REIT is liquid siya. Anytime you need the investment back, anytime you need, kunin mo kagad yung cash, whatever the capital appreciation is there, kung tumubo o hindi, pwede mo makuha. Liquid siya anytime, real time. Okay? Para siyang stock. Second is the physical property needs to pay stamp taxes. Diba? Example, when you have a business, you need to file it to BIR and stamps. And REIT, since it's open for public, and the goal of the REIT is to really give it to the small investors. The goal there is ina-exempt nila yung stamp duty na yun. Okay? So at the same time, if you have REIT, example, properties kay Sir Lloyd, sa harap ng pitch, diba? Problema pa niya yung mga kalawang. Diba? Mga piping. Diba? Ang hirap magpagawa ng bahay. Pagawa ka ng bahay, tumulo yung taas. Wasak yung buong kisame. Diba? Sakit. What if you own the whole building? No? And you have a business like a building, right? So it has a lot of stress. The good thing about it is it's professionally managed. They're the one having all those stress, no? And of course, the dividend, the yield, if you have a portfolio, it's like a property, Sir Lloyd. Sabihin natin, value na nulaan ko, Sir Lloyd, yun, nasa 12 million. Okay, example lang, 12 million physical property. You have 12 million, but the problem there is when you rent it, a year, you can actually, a maximum rent is 1 to 2%. Sinasabi niya, 50,000 naman, malaki kasi malaki yung capital. Pero if you compute it, 1 to 2% lang. But if you offer it to a REIT, when you public open the REIT, yung yield nung kinikita nun, they have a margin of 5 to 8% na binabayad ng mga tenants. So napipilitan magbayad sa tenants ng mas malaking. So that's why the profit really goes back to the investor, 90%. And that's the advantage there. Okay? So my goal there is why do you need to open a REIT today? Okay? Slow it down now. Okay? Alright. So since bago pa lang ang REIT sa Pilipinas, let's look back. Ano ng performance ng REIT in US market and even in Singapore? Can you see it on my screen? Can you see it? Alright. The SPX 500 in a steady market, it's like what? 6.5% annual. Both capital dividends and capital appreciation combined. So it's generating 6.5% annual. Pwede yung umangat ng 20% last year, pwede rin negative, but the dividend continues. So here, the good thing about this, the US market, is since doon, ang current yield nila is nag-range ng 1 to 4%. And the capital appreciation, no, ang capital appreciation nila doon is 3.6. Kasi the problem in the US, it has a lot of access, it has a lot of taas na ng value, so ang hirap nang i-appreciate even further. Alright? So, but compared to the stock market in US, syempre, mas mataas ang generate ng stocks, like if you compare it with the Philippine Stock Exchange. But the problem is it's more volatile. In REIT, it's stable. Stable siya, and at the same time, it's you can categorize it as mid-risk. Compared to the stock market, that it's generating what? A very huge profit, but it imposes a lot of risk as well. Now, the good thing about it, and the idea of na dapat maging performance ng REIT in the Philippines is like Singapore. Singapore has a steady income of 8.3% annually. Kailan to, guys? This is 2006. How many years? Ito, 2006 to date, that's like around what? 16, 17 years. And the Philippines is what? 2 years pa lang yung REIT sa atin. So at least, going back, if you invest to REIT, you can range from this to that performance steadily in a year. Kasi yung nakikita natin sa global market. How about UK? So I also have a presentation in UK. Ito yung generation ng UK. So iba yung dynamics. But the good thing about it, it's really imposed a lot of profits and a steady income for investors. Okay? So yun yung kagandahan sa ibang bansa. Since yun naman magiging pattern natin kasi sila yung madaming investment. Matagal na sa REIT industry. And Philippines is still early. Kaka-open lang. Wala pa nga si SM, no? Pero they are planning daw. Okay? Sana all. Okay? All right. So, the question right again is how you invest on REITs. How you would invest. Pag nag-open pa sa Monday, mag-open ka na. I don't want you to do that. I want to teach you today how to do it by understanding it more. First, as an investor, dapat alam mo yung goal mo. You're not in, especially for the Zoom session, you're not in there for capital appreciation. You're not in there to trade it. Yes, you can. But when you buy a REIT, you are decided to hold it long term. Because your goal is really for the dividends. Kasi later, I will explain how dividends of the REIT works and how it's stable and how you can diversify it. All right? So, how to strategically plan your REIT is plan your monthly allocation. It's like basic finance. All right? How much you allocate to your investment monthly. Diba? How you allocate? You put 10% ba? 5%? 20%? Usually on investment, we need to put what? 80%. I'm sorry, 20%. Right? Pay your future first. Pay your future self first. Kasi kung lahat yan sa expenses, in a Starbucks mo na araw-araw, yung future mo, hindi na nagsa-Starbucks. Ano lang, 3-in-1 na lang. Okay lang. Diba? Simple lang naman eh. Okay. Alright, second is, wag mong i-all in. The disadvantage na nakikita ko ng mga Filipinos, ang laki ng investment na, 8.3 annual, all in nga ako. Alright, hindi siya stress-free. Stressful. Okay, kung ginawa ko yun, pakalbo na ako ngayon, mas kalbo pa ako kay Sir Lloyd after, di ba? So that's why you need to diversify. And that's what I want you to do. Alright, so plan it, allocate, put it monthly by month. Because your goal is to receive dividends after, and that's the reward. And that's what I want you to picture it out as I present, alright? Third is invest consistently with discipline. I will give importance to that later. Okay, poll number 3. Let's proceed to the poll. Okay. Sorry, nasa-stress yung mga coaches natin. Poll number 3. Yan. Do you have a balanced portfolio of assets? Alright, so here is what? Ano itong nakasulat dito? Yan. All in, combination, I did not notice. Ito pa yan, sa cellphone nyo. All high risk o all scam? Batay. Okay. All in. O, isa lang. All in. Go back to Menti. All high risk ba yan? Ayan. Huli. Ano sa last to? Combination. Very good. Very good pala yung mga tao natin. Combination. Combination ng may scam. Combination of all the scam, no? Kappa, SJ. Joke lang. Alright, so let's proceed. Lodi coin, diba? Combination. All right. Sige, at least we're in a good path. We have a balanced portfolio. Very good. Next, let's go back to my slide. Later time, Paul. Sorry, Casey. I'm stressing you out. Okay. Yan. Isa pa pala. Meron pa pala isang poll. Number 4 pala. Okay. Sorry, hindi ko memorize. Wala ko dito. Keyword. Okay, next. is, all right, so I want you guys to visualize how much yung port mo ngayon right now. I want you to see ano yung mga portfolio nyo para makita ko how balanced it is. Sabi nyo balance eh. So dapat makita natin balance eh. So you have there minimum amount of investment and how much you allocate it. Okay. So while everyone is let's sir, anong name mo?
Michael,
Oh, yan. So ano mga investment meron ka?
crypto, PSE, and yun lang muna.
All right. How balanced?
Mga 50-50 lang.
50%, 50%. All right. So on your screen, ayan, yung mga nakikinig ngayon, here, I think sige, tingnan natin. Let's give it time, like 10 seconds more. Okay. So here is, I think here is from 10,000 to 500,000. So I think a lot of us right now has what? 100,000 to 200,000 port. And if you notice on your screen, majority are in the PSE exchange. All right? Ang mataas. And then the least one is in crypto. And some in middle has REITs. And may some has Forex and global market. But a lot of us, all our portfolio, majority of our portfolio is in PSE. Very good kasi we love our own. No? 1% na lang kasi meron tayo sa Pilipinas na maawa naman kayo. Okay? All right. Yan. Okay. All right. So yan. So I think we have a good balanced portfolio. A lot of us has a balanced portfolio and a lot of us investing in different markets as well. That's very good. Okay. Presentation tayo. Okay. All right. So first, plan your allocation. Would you believe in this cliche? Don't put your eggs in one basket. Diba? Okay? Put it in different basket para di mabasag daw. Totoo, kasi we need to do that. Because there's a study by Ray Dalio as a finance manager, very fund manager. It says in here that if you put a portfolio that has what? 8 to 15 assets in different asset coloration. Meaning, meron kang Forex, meron kang crypto, meron kang REITs, meron kang ganito, meron ka, wag lang scam, hindi kasama scam doon. Okay? You are lessening your probability of losing money each year of around what? 1% na lang a year. So yung volatility ng portfolio mo, hindi stress-free. Dapat daw meron kang at least 8 because this linear says that dapat meron kang at least 8 to 20. So mag-iisip ka sa mo ilalagay yun. Dapat may REITs ako, dapat may bonds ako. So hindi siya dapat naka-all into one asset class. And the good thing about REITs is yung volatility niya in the market compared to stocks is less compared to US market, no, here that has very stable return in long term but has what? More than 20%, like close to 20% volatility. But yung REITs, if we're going to look at to UK, we're going to look at to Singapore, siyempre wala pa sa PSE dito, it has very good dividend annual return. But in terms of volatility, maliit lang. Bakit kaya? Gusto kong magtanong. How about the rest of fund? I'll give a price. Yeah, can I have a price? T-shirt. Yan. Sige, sino gusto? Bakit kaya mababang volatility pero T-shirt. Sige. Mababang volatility pero mataas yung dividends. Sige, sir. Sige, ulitin ko lang. Translate ko na lang. Sige. Very good. Established na. Tapos nilipat yung property. Okay. Sige. Who else wants to answer? Okay, I'll give you a prize. Thank you. Ano ba to? Large. Ayan. Sige. Who else? Who wants? Bakit hindi siya volatile? Example. Bakit? I'll challenge your answer ha. Example, Facebook. Right now, Facebook is down by 60%. Established yun. Bakit bumabagsak siya ng ganun? Para ma-challenge kayo. Diba? Example, right now, Ayala Land. How much yung bagsak na Ayala Land ngayon? Established na rin, pero bagsak. Diba? So, compared to a REIT, compared to RCR, hindi masyado. Bakit kaya? Sino pa? Bakit mas stable? Sige, go. May in-infuse na real estate. Very good. Another t-shirt. Okay. Kasi nga, ano nga siya, REITs, di ba? Real Estate Investment Trust. Okay. Okay. Di ba? Ayan. Sa Real Estate Investment Trust, may real estate siya and 75% of the portfolio are in real estates. Very good answer. Okay, I'm looking for a very good answer pa. Meron pa isa. Okay, go. Expansion of companies, one more, very good. And that's their goal, to really expand the business, di ba? Same with other common stock. Their goal is to expand the business and grow their earnings. Di ba? Here, brother. Okay? All of you had a good answer. Sir Chase, syempre, alam ko na eh. Di ba? Alam mo na ito eh. They have a guaranteed payout. Yes and no. Yes, you can foresee the dividend yield a year. But yes and no. You know why? You know what? Know what it's actually medyo ano siya? Because it's predictable. You know why it's predictable? Kasi when the tenants rent there, anong meron? Naka-contract list na sila. So nakikita mo na kagad yung future earnings niya. And yung occupancy rate na today, kita mo na. Yung buong building, alam mo na ilan yung nagre-renta. So compared to the stock market, mag-crash lang ng missed earnings. Boom. Di ba? Missed future projects. Boom. In REITs, predictable. Yun ang gusto ko ituro sa inyo. Titingnan nyo, ilan yung occupancy rate later. I will teach you how to value it and how you can predict the earnings and the yield of these assets. Are you all excited on that? Raise your hands. Okay. Very good. All right. So I would like to emphasize as well that in REITs, the good thing about it, even fund managers worldwide on your screen, they have REITs in their portfolio ranging from 2% to 8% to 20% of the portfolio. Sorry, malabo lang yung screen, but I'm not sure why. All right, so here, example here, this is 20% from David Swensen. International, 20% inallocate mo dyan. Here is around 8.3%. Coffee House is what? 13%. Here is what? 11% in Pinwheel. So lahat ng mga portfolio na magagaling na milyonaryo, meron. Gusto niyo ba maging milyonaryo? Siya, dapat meron kayo. Okay? Diba? Okay, pag wala kayo, hindi ka milyonaryo. Joke lang. Pero the point there is they're allocating these assets. It's very predictable. Okay? That's why to have like a diet, you need to also have a balanced portfolio. And you can classify REITs in mid-risk. So meaning, even senior citizens, even mga retires can also allocate. Hindi lang siya lahat low risk na bonds. Okay? And that's our goal, no? And I want to understand even further by having this poll, another question, which the question is, next, is rank on your appetite. Nasaan ka ngayon? Are you on to high risk? Are you on to low risk? Are you on to moderate risk on your portfolio? Kasi nakita natin kanina eh. Fund managers allocate 20%. How about you? Yung portfolio mo ngayon. Okay, so a lot are in the high risk as of now. Okay, second will be moderate risk and some are in low risk. Tama lang naman kasi mga bata naman tayo dito. Di ba? Pag nakita ko ng advance in years tapos nasa high risk, okay, libre ka na sa masterclass. Joke lang. Okay. Okay. Ayan, joke lang. Ayan. Yung mga nakikinig po sa Zoom. Alright, so check natin. Yan, low risk, moderate risk, a lot in high risk, forex and crypto. All right, okay lang yan. Kasi if you go back to my presentation, yan, very good. Thank you. Yan. Thanks. Yan. If you go back, okay lang yan. Na meron ka talagang high risk, but manage it very well. Kasi kaya nga natin ma-stress eh. Gusto nyo ba ma-stress? Diba? Tatanda tayo niya na maaga. Dapat balance yan, no? Yeah, even yung mga high-risk investments ko, too big ako, like nasa 10%, 20%, actually 15% lang maximum of my high risk. Because my goal is to what? To grow my capital dahan-dahan. Even your trading account, makakita ka na nag-all in always. Super high risk yun. Maling mindset, no? And if you're planning today to add REITs in your investment, I want you to have the same goal as mine. I want to have the same goal like mga financial managers that their goal is to receive dividends. Kasi stable eh. And then the capital gains or the capital appreciation will be just a bonus. Okay? And it says what? Secure naman yung capital appreciation. Alam mo bakit? Sinabi ni Sir may advanced projects, may advanced acquisition, and ang goal nila is to buy more properties and to what? Give more dividends to you. Right? So yun yung makagandahan ng REITs. If you plant there, your goal is to buy it and buy more. Okay, yung 10,000 mo, hindi ka magiging makakabili ka ng katulad ng kay Sir Lord na 12 million na property. Okay, itong 10,000 na naman yan ngayon. Tapos iisipin mo, dapat 10 years from now, may katulad na ako kay Sir Lord, 10,000 ka lang, di ba? So, add more. Kasi goal mo, lumaki yung dividendo mo di ba? Bonus na lang kung bibigyan ka ng capital appreciation. And that's your goal, to buy it very low. Okay? Tuturuan ko kayo later paano sila bilhin ng mura. And also, if you're gonna categorize it, di ba, meron tayong low risk, mid risk, and high risk. Consider it mid risk. How much you're gonna allocate for your mid risk investment? This is what? 30%, 40%, 60, what? 50%. It depends on your risk profile. Kasi nakita natin kanina yun So, like me, ang naano ko sa mid risk portfolio ko is around 45%. High risk ko is around 35%, and the rest are in cash right now. Okay, so hindi ako naka-full blast. Okay? Yun yung kagandahan. No? I mean, you manage it well. You manage it well. Okay? Again, if you're here today na hindi ka na advancing years or going to retire ka na, dapat ang goal mo na lang, low to mid risk. Wala ka ng high risk. Huwag mo na ilagay yan sa mga scam. Okay? Yung buong ano mo dyan, huwag mo ilagay sa scam. Kasi nakakaawa talaga, nakaka-retire lang na seaman. Na-pramisa ng kaibigan, no? Lagay natin ito lahat. Wala. Bumalik ulit ng pagkasima. Nagkaka-retire lang Okay. Wala napilitan Di ba? Grabe, bumalik. Napilitan Oh, enjoy na sana yung time niya with family but hindi nangyari. Di ba? And if you're still here and you're as my age, 20 years old, okay? Joke lang. Okay? If you're here, pwede ka naman mag-hire kasi may time ka pa to recover it. And your goal as you recover it is more learnings. Right? So that's why you need to have a balance so you would have an experience on how is it managing different categories of investments. Okay? Can I have a raise of hand if you are still here with me? Okay? Raise of hand. All right. Very good. Okay. All right. So again, your goal is to what? To receive dividends. And what you need to look into as a REIT to make it more predictable is yung whale niya. Hindi yung butanding Okay? Yung whale. Weighted average lease expiry. Kasi maganda sa REIT is yung nagre-renta dyan is between 2 years to 10 years long. Okay? 2 years to 10 years long. So, pag tinanong ka, itong REIT na to, yung expiry ng mga tenants, ang gano'ng katagal? Okay? The longer the good, right? Raise your hand. The longer the good, right? Type number 8 if you're watching on Zoom. Number 8. The longer the rent, the more predictable. Correct? Okay? So that's why you need to check. If matagal yung renta niya, check yun on your risk. You would allocate more on this type of REIT. Okay? Okay? And as you compound as well, example, you're starting here, I want you to picture out the end goal. If you start somewhere around, say example, 500,000, 200,000, okay, then pinabayaan mo lang siya. At by the 10th year, you're already at 800,000. Ang dividends na lagay ko lang dito is 5%. You roll it over. Hindi ka nagdagdag ng kapital, nag-start ka ng 500,000. What if nalagyan pa siya ng capital appreciation? Sabihin natin, doon tayo sa pinaka-max, 8% a year. Yung capital appreciation, dividends, you bring it back. Then by the 10th year, you're already at 900,000. By 20 years, 1.6 million. Ito yung sinasabi ko na you wanted to receive more dividends but you need to add more. Discipline to add more. No? And you put, example, you started at 500,000 just like, and then you put 50,000 a year. And then the second year, naging 100,000 nilagay mo, no? Yung 10 years mo, 3.7.2 million na yan. And it will go even bigger. And look at this, no? 8% and 5% siguro niyan. Actually, you can 10 years, 15 years, pwede ka na mag-retire after. I'll teach you. I'll teach you why. I'll show you why as well. No? And that's my goal today. Okay? We need to discipline, put more investment to more predictable assets and receive dividends and roll it back. And maganda dyan, natututo ka pa as you go along. Makakabili ka even at the bottom. Kahit walang support, mga technical traders. mabibili mo, mabavalue mo. I'm gonna teach you more on that, no? So my goal, again, as we go along, is I want you guys, can I have a raise of hand? You're gonna put monthly. So we could have enjoy freedom na 10 years after. Sino gusto? Louis, ay. Di ba? O sino gusto? Mag-retire freedom 10 years from now. Ayaw yata na iba eh. Ko na lang. Okay. All right, let's go to the poll again before we proceed. Yan. Okay. Okay, next poll is how much your monthly expense? Because I want you to enjoy it today. Okay? This session, by computing how much you need to generate on your investments, how much you would enjoy based on their dividends, and the larger the number is, ito yung common. So on your screen, a lot of us are what? Ranging from 30,000 pesos a month. Okay? We're gonna base that later, 30,000 a month, na yung 10 years from now, 15,000 from now, nanggagaling na lang sa dividends. I'm gonna teach you even how to make it faster. All right? So a lot of us are answering from 30,000 to 50,000 pesos monthly. 20,000, 50,000. Madami pa yung suma-answer. Yan. Alright, so around range 30,000 to 50,000. Majority of the lecturers natin today. Okay? Alright, let's go back to the presentation. Oh, naging 10,000. Okay. Yan. Thank you. Okay. Yan. So right now, did I achieve my goal that you understand how REIT works? Yes. How predictable it is? Yes. How much dividends can you receive? Yes. All right. So I'm gonna teach you now where to start. So I built a program how you would value REITs strategically and take advantage on their discounts, not just technicals, because technicals price on the chart is not the business. Remember that, ha? Okay? Hindi mo nakita dahil si Bitcoin ngayon nasa 19,000, sasabihin mong discounted siya. Kasi 60,000 siya before. It's different. Hindi mo sasabihin ngayon na si Facebook is how much yung share ni Facebook? 200? How much yung, for example, $200, pero before is $600. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na discounted siya dahil sa previous price. Hindi yun yung negosyo. That's stock price. That's the emotions of investors. Now, I'm gonna teach you how to visualize the business of a REIT, how to check on the business of a REIT, and base it on long-term investing. Are you ready? Okay. Can I have like 15 minutes of their time? How much time do I have left? 15? Okay. First, let's have huwag na tayo mag-poll. Checklist on buying REITs. I want you guys to look into this. TDDP. Tipid dapat. So I want you to buy it na nagtitipid ka o na mindset na nagtitipid ako, dapat bibilin ko siya mura. Hindi ko ba siya bibilin siya dahil Fininvest siya, hindi ko siya bibilin dahil Ayala siya, hindi ko siya bibilin dahil si Manny Villar siya. Ayoko maging mindset ngayon. Ang gusto nyo makita sa kanya is dapat, I'm gonna buy you because you're discounted and you're gonna be predictable. And you're gonna give me 6 to 8% dividends. Bonus na yung capital appreciation. Excited? Okay, first, all right, I want you to have a different, diversified, different asset class of REIT in your portfolio. And you can start in the Philippine Stock Exchange because it's close to heart. And then as you learn, you try to invest in US, you try to invest in Singapore, even in Europe, and you can do that. Okay? But I wanted to start close to heart because that's what I did. I started with the REIT, I started with what we have in the Philippine Stock Exchange kasi mas maiintindihan mo siya kasi nakikita mo. Okay? Second is to what? To have a dividends, to check if their dividends is giving 4.5 to 5% at least price. If mababa masyado dyan, don't buy it. Kasi bakit? Dito na lang ako sa bonds, 2 to 3% a year, tapos ito pareho lang West and that, di ba? Tapos mas high risk pa to. Mas gusto mo sila, at least nagbibigay sila value to their risk involved. Okay, third is I want to check the fundamentals. Hindi naman ako accountant, pareho lang tayo, di ako accountant, medrep nga ako eh. Di ba? But I'm gonna simplify it for you that you can check how to check a REIT based on their fundamentals and how to check it based on their assets. Okay? Third is their long-term stability because you don't want to buy a REIT na pulo ng utang. Okay? You want to buy an investment, lahat utang. Kasi hindi yan kikita. May investment lang gagawin niya, nagbabayad na ng utang. Di ba? Saan ka nakita ng negosyante na hindi nakakabayad ng utang, nag-generate ng profit? Di ba? Wala. Di ba? Gusto mo makakita, yung REIT. Yung REIT na yan is less than 45% ng maximum yung utang nila sa bangko. I'm gonna even teach you how to do that. So again, tipid dapat. Ulit, type of REIT, diversify. If lahat yan, office, huwag mong bibilin. Tingnan mo, dapat meron kang energy, meron kang ganito. Second is dapat at least 4.5% dividends, at least 5% or more. Third is they're discounted. Fourth, long-term stability because you're buying it long-term. You're gonna hold it. You're gonna receive dividends and pay Starbucks after. Okay, sorry. Pay by Starbucks after. All right. So there are different types of REIT. Sadly, wala pa tayo masyado sa Pilipinas kasi bago pa. In the worldwide of REITs, there are different types of REIT. There are mortgage, healthcare, office, residential, retail, even green energy. Okay, what we have right now are more into residentials and office REITs in the Philippine Stock Exchange. So at least, meron ka na kagad check sa dalawa if you're gonna buy them. Remember, sinabi ni Ray Dalio, you need to have at least how many assets in your portfolio? 8. Okay, right now we have 6. So dapat bili mo sila lahat. Okay? Kasi kulang pa. Pero hindi mo sila bibili lahat pag hindi sila what? Undervalue. Okay? Like right now, I don't have Citicorp. Okay? Kabibili ko lang no, last week ng Vista REIT because there are really undervalued right now. Okay? So again, remember that you need to have at least 8 to prevent your money losing a year each year and less volatile yung portfolio mo. Okay? Alright, here as a sample of makikita mo on their website, if you go to areit.com, makikita mo kagad dyan how many occupancy rate nila, makikita mo ano yung retail nila. So if you type areit.com, makikita mo doon yung mga buildings nila, yung ano sila na type ng REITs, and ano yung mga future acquisitions nila. So makikita mo na kagad, are they into what? More into office, or more into retail, or more diversified? Okay, this is also a REIT which is composed of BDMPR. Okay, thank you. BDMPR that more into the REITs are in POGO. POGO, di ba? Gaming. And yung average lease expiry nila is 2 years. But they're discounted. So you need to check paano mo siya i-allocate sa kanila. Okay? So meaning to say, POGO, let's be logical. Example, you have a REIT, hospitality REIT. Investment in hotels. You're gonna invest it right now, yes or no? No. Kasi they're not generating income. Walang income yung walang bibigyan ng dividendo. Kasi mga hospital. Sabihin natin, pwede pa siguro yung mga offices, mga possible residential, retail, kasi pumapasok na sa mall, di ba? We can invest to those REITs because and then the more the whale is, the more predictable they are. This is just an example on an international REIT that they have different investment in different parts of the world, but more focused on hospitality or hotels. You don't want to invest to that right now. But if they're undervalued and if you think that the economy will recover, then you can add. Clear? Clear? Okay. Number 8 poll question. So at least alam natin, may different types of REIT pala. So, alam natin anong type ng REIT yung papasukin natin. Muna, logically. Okay, when you buy a REIT, what you only use? Technicals or fundamentals or both? A lot of them wants to answer both. That's very good. A lot of us wants to answer both and that's very good. Because technical trading, investing in long term is actually kulang. Kasi nga hindi siya stock. Yung stock price is not the business. Okay, let's go back. Thank you. And salamat. Malapit na ako. Yan. Okay. Second strategy, if they're giving 5% dividend yield. Okay, makikita niyan. If you go to their website, like my source, simplywallstreet.com, Morningstar, yung website ng REIT, makikita pa yung current dividend yield. I think the brokers also gives that, right, sir? They're also, if you're part of your work, basahin nyo yung mga dividend yield nila, yung mga social media nila. If you see a 5% or 4.5%, then you can consider. Okay? Ito example, these are from my Morningstar. Nakikita mo yung dividend yield is 4.8, Ito, 2.7. Ang labo, no? So, 4.5% is good or more. Okay? This is what I use to value it if it's discounted. I look at the price to book value. Kasi the price to do book value, you look at their assets. Is it equivalent to their price? If you define price to book value, it's like you're checking the estate, the assets. Okay, the price divided on these total assets nila. If you go to investopedia.com, okay, more than one price to book value is expensive. Less than one price to book value is undervalued. But the ideal of buying an investment like REITs or a bank, ito yung ginagamit niya. Pag bibili ka ng bangko, huwag mo titingnan technicals. Titingnan mo price to book value kasi yung earnings nila cyclical. Okay? So titingnan mo yung asset pa niyan, mabibili ko ng discounted. Example, real estate, 10 million. If I'm gonna buy that 2 million, mura. So ganun yung mindset mo. So how would you check if the 10 million real estate is mura? Is you check the industry or the zoning. Magkano ba yung bentahan dito ng real estate? 20 million, tapos binibenta ng 2 million. Diba bibilin mo? Okay? And that's our goal as well, is to check the discounted REIT that you check right now and average it on their previous. Yung average nila, example, a REIT ni Sir J. Okay? Ang average ng 1 year na REIT is sabihin natin 5. Pero the market is valuing it at 3. Discounted yun, yes or no? Diba? Okay? And second, check mo din sa industry price. Maganda dyan, yung mga analysts, meron na silang yan. Titingnan mo na lang yung value. Okay? Because it's a bad investment to buy good business. Facebook, Amazon, Ayala Land, Philinvest, at a high price. You're paying a high price or not. But if it's a great investment, long-term thinking, if it's a good business at a discount. Okay? Plus, nilalagyan mo pa ng technical support. Okay? So this is just an example. Sorry kung malabo, pero I have here, the index of this REIT is around 1.98. 1.1? 1.58. Okay? Now, the current value of the REIT is 1.19. Is it cheap? The index, yung zone ng REITs, example, 1.50. 1.50? Okay, see? 1.58. Pero the value is 1.9. Is it discounted? Yes? Thumbs up? Okay. Average din itong REIT na to is if you add yung 2 years niya on your screen, okay, i-add mo yan, tapos divided 2, lalabas dyan is 2.3. Yung average price niya ng price to book value. Pero yung REIT ngayon is 1.9. Sa zone ng REIT, discounted siya plus the previous price to book value niya discounted. So you're gonna even buy this REIT. I think this is a REIT. Okay, Ayala Real Estate Investment Trust. Okay? Yung average ni Ayala REIT is around 2.3 but the current price to book value is 1.19. And yung pag-combine mo lahat ng REIT sa Pilipinas, ang average nila is 1.50. Pero si e-REIT is 1.19. Would you buy this REIT? And Ayala is what? More into office and retails. Yung whale nila, 10 years, is that predictable? Diba? O, so bili na. Okay. Okay? Okay, diba? Alright. Second, so ano tayo? Nakita na natin. Office retail, whale is 10 years. And at the same time, book value is cheaper based on industry, based on its average. Checklist na. Okay. How about this payout ratio? Is the dividends paying more that they are producing? Makikita mo yan. No? They are paying more, meaning if that's more than 100%, they're giving more to the investors that they are capable. So if nagiging consistent over the years, malulugi sila long term, di ba? So you don't want to buy an investment that gives a lot of dividends to their investors just to what? Be attractive to their investors. Kasi hindi siya stable long term. Magka-crash yan. Okay? At the same time, you don't want them to see na yung total assets nila are all lent from the bank. Dapat maximum lang yan 45%. And the good thing about in the real estate, if I review sa Philippine Stock Exchange, lahat are less than 45%. So you are secured. Wala pa ako nakikita ngayon, and they're all assets in what? Wala. Actually, some has like EDMPR, don't have debt. Okay? Don't have debt in their portfolio. So makikita mo rin dyan, if you go to a website, makikita mo dyan, if you see dividend payout ratio more than 100%, isipin mo, medyo mataas-taas to So hindi ko muna siya titingnan, baka pababain muna nila. If that's less than 100, katulad nito, EDMPR, ba't ang labo nito, no? Yan. Okay? 20% lang. So they have what? More margin of money coming to their company. So 20% lang na-release, konti lang. So pwede stable itong negosyo to, itong REIT na to. Okay? So example, if you go to areit.com, makikita mo dyan, punta ka doon sa investors relation, then download mo yung last PDF file, makikita mo dyan, download mo yung PDF file, then you type Control F, then total assets. Malalagay mo dyan, total assets, total liabilities. When you kasi the gearing ratio or the debt to asset ratio, if i-divide mo yung total asset to their liabilities times 100, lalabas yung percentage. Okay, example, it's one. Since malabo dyan, the total asset on this is this value and the total liabilities is this value. Pag divide mo yan, it's like what? 20% lang yung utang sa bangko. Kasi pag nag-recession yan, tapos hindi na sila makabayad, wala pa silang kita, hindi sila makaka-expand. Wala silang money. Di ba? Wala silang stretch to buy more assets which is more discounted if the utang is more than 45%. Okay? Alright? So again, ulit natin, type of REIT. Diversify the different type of REITs. Anong ginagamit natin valuation? Price to? Okay. Ano yung check natin sa price to book value? Dapat mura siya sa versus the industry. And mura siya sa previous average niya. Very good. Okay? Okay, next. Ano pa? How about the dividend? At least what? 4.5% to 5%. Very good. Okay? Ba't ang labo ng screen, no? Okay. Yan. So this is just an example there. And the third is you plan your buy in 3 tranches. Example, your allocation in 100,000. Huwag mong bilhin kagad ng 100,000. Tingnan mo muna yung mga support levels. Okay? Kasi una, nakita mo na, discounted na to. Sige, abangan ko lang sa best price possible. Kasi the more shares you have, the more dividend you have, right? Gusto nyo ba yun? O, di ba? So, that's why, titingnan mo siya. Okay? How many tranche of buy will I buy on this rate? Okay, allocation ko 100,000. Sige, bibila ko 3 beses. 3 deployment. 2 deployment. Don't all in. Pag nakita mo, mura na siya, baka lalo pa magmura yan. Okay? So, plan it. Planning comes there. Okay? Alright? So this is just the whole picture of REITs in the Philippine Stock Exchange and their price to book value and their current index and their payout ratio. Sige. Let me start with a REIT. Okay? Estimated yield is 5%. WALE is 7.7%. The occupancy rate is 97%. Okay? Sakita natin yung book value, very cheap. Patandabo, no? Okay, nakita nyo. Lapit natin yung screen sa kanila later on the screen. Then, okay. And also this one, so screenshot nyo lang sa Zoom or papakita ko sa inyo later. Okay? What I want you to be careful is the MPR because the occupancy rate is good, but the WALE is just 2.4 years. And exposure to a lot of POGOs. And gaming is not doing well this year. Diba? Kasi wala ang Chinese. Diba? And also, wala pa masyadong traffic. Okay, what I bought recently is VREIT. Bumababa yung presyo niya. It's more into office and retail. And what? 4.1 yung WALE. And the discounted is very, very good as well. Versus on its average and versus on its index. The problem we have right now in the Philippine Stock Exchange is wala pa siya masyadong history. Okay? It can even expand even further. Okay? So what I don't have right now is REIT because the price 20 years in WALE, which is good. 20 years naka-contract yung mga lupa. And good about Citicorp is yung kinikita nila sa green energy, binabalik pa sa investors to attract more investors. But since ang dami nang bumibili, the book value is very, very high at 3. The index is 1.50, so doble. You're buying the asset, double the price. Do you want that? Diba? So what you want to happen to credit? Marami magbenta. Hintayin mo, di ba? Bumaba yung presyo. Para yung book value, bumaba din. So hihintayin natin to. Okay? Another expensive from this strategy is fill rate. Medyo mataas pa yung value. Okay? The good thing about fill rate as well is in terms of whale, it's 2.4%. 2.4 years. Okay? So you need to have a checklist lang and then allocate when the price goes down. Alright? Okay? So, honestly, meron ako dito. Paano ba natin makita yan? Yan. Alright. This is just an example as well on different REITs in Singapore, in UK, that is discounted right now. So, I actually took effort already to research it for you. So, I look at the whale, I look at the current PB and their dividend yield is ranged from 7% to 5%. Okay, already. So I took value. Gusto nyo makakita dyan, meron na kayo dyan. May UK, may Singapore, may US, even China. Yung screener ko. Okay, and the gearing ratio is less than 44%. 45% of what. Okay, so I think again, start from here in the Philippine Stock Exchange. Okay? Okay, last poll, which is, hindi naman natin kaya to, pero from our Zoom perspective na lang. Okay. Ayan. Your dividends are coming from, sige, tingnan natin, yung may mga dividends, saan galing? Can I extend 5 minutes more? Okay. Coming from both. Ano to? Ano pinapataas? Common stock. Ayan. Gusto ko i-answer to, yung common stock. Kasi a lot of investors are buying common stock and may iisip nila, sige na lang, bumibili, nagkaka-dividend naman ako sa Cebu Pacific, sa GMA. Pero the price is already at 67%, 80% down na. Okay? If your goal is dividends, don't buy the common stock. Kasi the common stock is the last part of the asset na bibigyan ng dividendo. Uunahin pa dyan preferred shares. Kung may sobrang kita yung kumpanya, saka ka nabibigyan ng dividendo. If you're buying a common stock, dapat ang goal mo dyan, trading or capital appreciation. Okay? Meron ba okay lang ba yun? Ano ba? Appreciate ba yun? Okay? If you're buying common stock, don't hold it for dividends kasi maling mindset. Kasi yung common stock, yung mga may-ari niyan, sila na magde-decide, bibigyan man natin yung mga investors ng dividends. So, release tayo para bumili sila more shares. Pero last priority na nila tayo. Okay? Alright? You buy, if your goal is dividends, you only buy what? Preferred shares, bonds, REITs, yun lang. Co-op, what else? Pag-ibig MP2. Right? Yun ang goal mo. Pero common stock, please don't buy it. Tapos sabihin mo na lang, ako, Diyos ko. Kasi binigyan mo lang ako ng dividendo. Pang Jollibee ko today. Okay. Pero ipit na ipit ka na. Okay. Sakta sa ulo. Di na stress-free. Alright, let's go back to my presentation. Mayroon ba tayo? Wall ba ba? Yan. Sige. Last few slides. This is what I'm doing. Yeah, wag na dun sa slides na tayo. Yan. I want you to be creative on your dividends because this is what I did as well in my way. So first, you can be creative by having a mindset that yung dividends mo, it will pay your expenses. Okay? You will what? Resign from work after a first few years and do something that you love and you can even generate more income, not pressured on Monday. Kasi nagre-receive ka ng dividends. Second, you can use the dividends to create more businesses. You receive dividends to buy what? The real property na. Kasi, by the way, I'm also a real estate broker in Cebu. Okay? So, when I receive dividends, monthly, yun ang pinambabayad ko sa equity. So, sino babayad doon? Ako, yung sweldo ko, hindi, dividendo ko. Okay? Tuturuan ko yan. Magandang lupit yan. Okay? And third is you receive dividends for your self-development. Kasi you wanted to learn more. The more you learn, the more you what? Earn. The more you learn, the more you what? Earn. Okay? The goal there is when can you receive dividends or when you can generate more income para hindi ka pressured. Okay? For 5 more minutes, there's a statistics that an average Filipino has what? 18,000 a month. Okay, 18,000 a month na expenses daw. How much would you need to generate a capital that will, if that capital will give you a dividends to pay your expenses? Okay? At 5%, you have 4.5 million. Okay, your monthly expense with 8,750. And if the dividend income will be 7%, it will be 27,500. Parang mali yung computation. 3 million at 7%. Okay? So if mag 3 million ka tapos nag-dividend yield yan ng isang taon, meron kang 17,000. If you have 4.5 million at 5% yield yearly, it can pay your expenses. So start building it today. Itong amount na to. Okay? Average cost to ha, statistics. Second, you use the dividends to buy REITs or condo. Okay, what I did, pandemic, makareceive ako dividends. Okay? Pandemic ang daming hindi na makabayad ng equity nila. E di mura ng mga property. O di equity, sige, bili. Hold for 2 years. O nagmahal yung mga property. Example, pre-selling, may mga sale yan. 10% equity lang. Example, 3 million property. You will pay for 48 months. That's 6.2 a month. Okay? In Cebu. 225,000 you will pay in the next 3 years. Very good. Very good deal, right? 10% equity lang babayaran mo sa 3 million eh. Okay? The property goals, the real estate property goals per year, nagre-range siya ng 5% to 10% per year. Ang binabayaran mo lang 6,200. Pero yung property na valuation, dun yun sa 3 million. So before yan ma-turn over, yung property na yan is 4.3 million na. Okay, I had this idea na if my dividends paying my condo, after 3 years, I sell it to someone else need to the condo or the house. And then it did happen. Okay, the property values at 4 million and I sold the condo at 4 million. I have what? Instant profit 800,000. But I only pay what? 6,200 a month. Saan pagkaling sa dividends? O dito ko, bilhin ko more dividendo kasi magagamit ko yun eh. Di ba? Bilhin pa ako more condo. Meron naman ako 800. Sounds good? Practical? Di ba? You just need to be creative. Hindi mo lang titingnan yung 8,000 pesos o 6,000 because you can be creative doing that and generate more portfolio. Do you appreciate? Raise your hands. Okay? Very good. Okay? Yan. All right. Last but not the least. Last but not the least. This is my last slide. Okay? 10 years from now, I have this post. There's a lot of shares on this post. About 200 shares. Okay? Sinabi ko lang po sa post, very simple lang, without growing. 10 years from now, you will have no credit card. A 7-figure portfolio. Multiple rental properties, 100,000 a month. The choice to retire whenever. And it's because of a smart financial decision you made today. And a lot of people shared that post. Meaning, a lot of people had that desire. Correct? Gusto nila yan eh. But some of them only has the drive and some of them only has that discipline. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to have the 3D of success, which is you need to have the desire to retire 10 years from now, but have the drive and the discipline to learn more, to invest more, to put more where the money should be. Okay? And one reason, a lot of us, our reason is our what? Our family, di ba? And to generate the drive and discipline, we need to really hugot. Saan ba ito nanggagaling? Okay? What is your deepest why today you are opening that dividend account? You are opening that 2Trade Asia account. What is your deepest why today to build that dividend portfolio, to sell ang next condo? To friend. Tingnan mo yung tabi mo din. Tingnan mo, real estate agent ba yan? Okay. Tingnan pa real estate, kausapin mo na. Okay? Maraming listing yan. Okay? Or to have another business. And my question is, ang ganda-ganda ng presentation. Maganda ba yung presentation ko? Yes? But it will just be a stock knowledge. It will not be applied starting tomorrow. It will be just what? An imagination. That you learn something new, but if you did not apply that, my question is, where are you going to take action on that? My challenge there right now, there's a booth. There have discount. If you open a 2Trade Asia there from 25,000, 10,000 na lang yung ano nila discount. Tama, Sir Chase? Okay? When are you going to take action on that? Okay? And a lot of us has a deepest why on why we're doing it. It's possible our family, possible our children. Na-imagine nyo sarili nyo 10 years from now, 20 years from now, okay, you're still wearing the same uniform that you are starting. Yes, you're enjoying, but your family is suffering. 20 years from now, yes, you are enjoying, you're kampante ka, stable ka lang. Right? Pero when your child said, Dad, I want to be a doctor, you can't do that. Because you did not make that right decision today. Am I correct? Okay? And what I wanted to encourage you, everyone, starting today, is to plan the next 10 years from now. Do not just share the post that I posted on my Facebook, okay, and only have that desire. But starting, be creative, have the drive, and consistently have the discipline to invest on your future self. And that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for today. God bless and have a good morning.